Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Niche Girls podcast. I'm here with my friends Jessie and
Hi.
Yolanda.
Hi.
I figured I'd
Valid. We
introduce them
didn't
this
we
week
didn't
since,
have an order.
yes, since we
I
did
love it.
not decide on an order beforehand. I just decided to introduce the gals.
It's fine.
So yeah, we're back this week. Last week, you guys know we took off. Jessie and I were doing the Epcot Food and Wine Festival. We were there for a couple days, actually covering
Yeah,
everything for our day job, and it's a
it's
lot. You
fun.
guys, yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun. It's a lot of fun. We had a great time, but it's hot and it's a lot of food, and it was just we
I
were
mean,
Takes it
just
out
in
of you.
my phone alone, I had 14 different foods
yeah.
just in my phone alone. So,
Mhm.
Kristen, like you had more than that. We probably had what, like 25 foods that day?
Yeah,
It was a lot.
probably. And then I had most of the merch pictures on my phone.
Yeah.
And then, I had been in, my family was in with me too one of the days that we were there. And so we had like some Remy's hide and squeak pictures on there. So like
Yep.
there's just so many things to do during the festival, and we'll get into some of that. But I mean, man, like there was a lot of phones, and that means a lot of uploads. And so we were tired. All that to say, we were very tired. And then on top of it, you could see in the background of Jesse's, if you're watching us, and if you're not watching us, we'll tell
Yes.
you,
Yeah.
someone got a new addition to their family.
Yes. Yes. So his name's Feeney and he's 11 weeks. He's probably 12 weeks now, but yeah, so disclaimer, if you hear any little meows or crazy ruckus going on today's podcast, that's because he's locked in the room with me because Frankie has not adjusted to him yet. So
Yeah. So
he's like, "You're
Jesse,
talking about me. Look at
yeah,
him."
Yeah.
he's like posing for the camera.
He's
We
like,
should take a
okay.
screenshot. We'll post it in stories because he's literally like posing for the camera right now.
Yeah,
So
it was
cute.
cute.
Trying to get
So
out.
yeah, so
But yeah,
Jesse's
so
hands were full. So
it's been fun and busy and kind of crazy, but it's all good. They're
Just
slowly
really.
getting along, so just
yeah,
takes time.
yeah.
Beanie. There he is.
He's doing okay. Okay.
So yeah, and if we stop randomly in the middle of the podcast to comment on how cute the cat is or he's doing stuff, we'll take a
That's
picture so
why.
you guys can see
Yeah, he's
what
been
we're.
climbing on the desk too, so that's I'm trying to teach him not to climb on the desk or like on the counters.
I love that.
But he lived in a bathroom most of his life, so he's still kind of figuring out what is
Yeah,
floor and what
A
is
big
not
room.
floor.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I have a very
Yeah.
important
So,
question for you both before we move on. Did we
yes,
or
yes.
did we not have the pickle milkshake?
we did.
Ugh,
I did. Jesse, you didn't have it, right?
I did not. I had the pickle fries,
Okay.
which were no,
No.
Phenomenal.
no.
If you like pickles, I'm sure the pickle fries are amazing. But Jesse
Okay.
and I are
Yes.
not pickle eaters, so they were
Yes.
not mild like a zucchini stick or like it was a
It was
full on
pickle.
Pickle.
fried pickle.
That makes
Yeah.
So
me very
just
And if
like
you
excited.
like
flavor.
pickles, like, yeah, if you like pickles, you'll absolutely love them. Like,
Yeah.
if I was a pickle lover, I would have been like all over those pickle fries because they were cooked really well, they were
Yes.
juicy. The ranch dressing was amazing
Yeah,
on
the
it.
dill dressing, whatever
I'm
it was
Yeah,
really
excited.
what
good.
the ranch dill, yeah.
The
My
Um,
pickle
favorite.
milkshake was weird. I none
Weird.
of
Okay.
so again, Jesse and I were with
yep.
a big group, and a lot of us tried it, and none of us liked it except my 6-year-old son, who doesn't like pickles. So it was a little bit of a puzzler.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just has like a very herbal flavor to it.
I think I'm
Herbal.
really confused on why it wasn't a slushie because Sonic every year comes, or so Big Cone Ice in Kissimmee, they have pickle ice. And then Sonic
Yeah.
every year, every summer comes out with a pickle slushie. And whenever it comes out, I run because I love pickles. And I like pickle martinis, pickleback shots, pickle the
No,
ices. I like love it because it's basically sour salt water. And I'm obsessed with that. So
no.
I am not looking forward to this though
Cool.
because there is absolutely no reason to put it with cream. So I just
But you don't. I don't know. I honestly, I think
don't
you'll
get it.
probably like it because it doesn't. It. I don't know. It has like more of like an herbal taste to it. It's really
Than
heavy on the
pickle.
dill, and then you just kind of get like a little whiff of pickle afterwards.
Very weird that it's
Um,
dill, like that it's like the herb dill, like the like I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Hunter
wanted it to
liked
be
it,
like
and
No.
he.
sour and salty. But yes, I've
Yeah.
never tried the
No.
pickle icy from
It's not.
Sonic.
It's herbal. It's like an herbal experience.
Jesse is like immediately
Uh,
no.
My husband said it's kind of
Yeah.
like a shamrock shake, but the difference is that instead of like the mint, it's like a dill sort of like saltiness in the flavor.
That's a good description.
I've never
Okay.
had a shamrock shake because I don't like
I
mint,
have.
so
See, I love Shamrock Shakes,
Mm-hmm.
but like that doesn't make sense in my brain with pickle. I did not try it because Kristen tried it and I didn't have to. So,
I took one for the
I
team.
love that.
yeah, yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
it just
So
it should
that's the
be
story of the
shouldn't be
pickle
cream.
milkshake, everyone. If you want to try it, please do and let us know what you
Hey,
think
like
because
there's certain people that loved it, like Molly from Mammoth Club. Like she absolutely loved
She
it.
loved
And I
it.
you
was
like
like,
it. Yeah.
she loved it.
She loved it.
Yeah. But Alan didn't like it.
I think
Yeah.
I'll feel.
And I
Team
was like,
Alan on
ugh.
that one.
He loved the pickle spears though. He loved the pickle spears.
Yes.
I watched
Yeah,
their
I,
video.
yeah.
He loved the pickle spears.
I think you just have
Yeah.
to really like, you do have to like pickles, I think, for these things. It's not like I said, it's not a more mild, because I'm eating the pickle fries thinking like, oh, maybe they kind of like, I don't know how they would do this. Please keep this in mind. I'm not a chef, but like maybe they tone down the pickle flavor. Again, I don't know how you would do that with a
Valid.
pickle spear, but I don't know.
I will say like I like as a disclaimer for anyone like I'll definitely if I do try it I'll let you guys know in a future podcast episode. But I like very weird food flavors. My favorite Salt and Straw ice cream is the pear and blue cheese from the Disneyland Salt and Straw. And
That's
it's
really
the
good.
best ice cream I've had in the world in my life. I've had
haven't
like
had that
pickle
one.
pizza before. I've had like pickles on pizza. Like I said, so I really like olive things as well. Like Salt and Straw had an olive
I
ice
like
cream.
olives.
It was good.
I don't like pickles.
Just like how I didn't
I
think the bug
really
ice cream
encourage
was
everyone to
bad.
watch us on YouTube so you
The-
could just see my facial
Yeah.
expressions and Jesse's as Yolanda talks about these kind of heinous
I like
acts
really
against
weird.
food. Our
Yeah.
faces are like,
Ugh.
I don't know. Like, so I really encourage you to check that out over on YouTube.
But so yeah. So that's why I was wondering about it because I like weird combinations. So
Oh my god.
All right. Well, pickle conversation aside, we want to talk a little bit today. We talked a little bit about the Food and Wine Festival, but we want to talk about Halloween. If you're watching
Yes.
us, you could see we're decked out in our Halloween best.
Yeah.
Because the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party starts in a few days. Horror
Starts
Night starts in a
Friday.
few days. So we want to talk
Yeah.
about some of the things that we're excited for that are happening in Universal and in Disney World and Disneyland. But sadly, none of us are going to Oogie Boogie this year. So here.
Ooh.
And then we
I
also
went
wanna
last
give
year
you-
though.
I know, yeah, you went last year. I've never been, but we talked about that on a previous episode.
So good.
We also want to give you guys a sneak peek of some of our Halloween designs that are going to be launching in the next couple weeks. We're just tying up some loose ends with those and making sure everything is set, and then they will be live in the shop. So, but we want to
Oh,
give you guys
so
a sneak peek
excited.
here on YouTube. We're actually going to show them to you. So again, if you're
Yeah.
listening, maybe we'll drop them in stories. I'm thinking at some point this week.
Maybe we'll drop a piece of them in stories.
We have been doing that on Threads. So if you follow us on
Yes.
Threads, what we've been doing is just grabbing like a chunk of a design at some stage in its development and posting that. So definitely head over there and follow us so you can
Yeah.
scope them out. So we'll see how we drop them in. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're still brainstorming that. Because sometimes, I don't know, you tell us what you prefer, but sometimes we like to just give you nothing and drop it. Or sometimes we give you a piece and we drop it. Or sometimes we
Yeah.
like show you it long beforehand and we're like, it'll be here one day.
What it's that one day.
One day when the three of us busy gals get our act together, you will
Yeah.
get this design.
I know.
We promise.
When we have
you.
time to
promise.
place the orders for the stickers and the
We
shirts
have
and
time to do the hours and hours worth of work that it takes to get one product listed. That's what we should do, is a whole behind the scenes episode of just us like
Oh my god, I know.
Getting stuff
Honestly.
listed,
listing products in the 10 spare minutes that we have, and
Yep.
all of that.
Yes.
So, Jessie, why don't you go first and talk to us a little bit about Mickey's Not So Scary and what you're excited for?
Yeah, so Mickey's Not So Scary is this Friday. It's opening night. Kristen and I will be there, which we are so excited about. So that'll be super duper 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 fun. We are hopefully going to wear some niche clothes if we
Yeah.
can get them out on time. Speaking
Again, still
of
working on that.
needing to rush something, we'll work on that. But yeah, so it's gonna be super fun. All of the food that they released is new, and I am so excited for some of the really really fun, like I don't know if anyone has seen it, but they have like zombie fingers,
That looks really cute.
and
I thought that was
they're my favorite. Yeah, they're my favorite thing that they released. I was like, I need those zombie fingers. I don't care what they are. Even if they were pickles, I would get them. Why? Because they're so cute.
That's so cute,
I
yeah.
mean, they're not pickles. They're almond cookies, but even if they were, I'd be like, I need those fingers just because of the fact that they're so cute. And then there's also a skull brownie with
looks
a
cute.
cream. I think it was like a dulce de leche cream inside or something. Oh my God. It looks so cute. Just the food this year looks so fun, and I'm really happy that they actually like provided some salty food with the sweet food. A lot of the time throughout the past years, it's been all sugar. And
Yeah.
I'm literally coming out of the night like this, and I'm like shaking, and
Yeah.
I'm on a sugar high because I haven't had any real food for that day.
Yeah.
They let you in early for Mickey's Not So Scary, so you kind of just skip dinner at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
excited to try it. Even though there's some like really spicy ones, it sounds like for some reason they paired Halloween with spicy
They do
foods,
that a
which
lot. They
Yeah,
have always like a lot of
Universal
yeah,
tends
haze.
to do the same thing, and I don't really
Yeah.
understand it.
yeah, which I mean is fine. Like I get it, sort of. It makes a little bit of a sense,
But that's
but
almost all
I
they
mean,
do with the savory foods. It's like everything has a
yeah,
spice factor to it. And it's like, I can't eat
right.
a lot of spicy food, so.
Yeah, I can't eat a lot of spicy food. I wish there was a little more normal food, but I am excited that they did add more salty options, instead of
Yeah.
just all sweets this year. So I'm really
Most
excited
Halloween
about
food,
that. And then,
I was
yeah,
gonna say, but with Halloween food, it's exciting to see like those options too, like the savory options,
yeah,
because it's always all the sweet stuff is always red or purple, and I can't eat any of it. So like
Yeah.
I literally like they'll release the Halloween menus, and I'm allergic to red dye for those not who don't know, but so
yeah,
I can never eat it. So it was also that was another thing I realized, like the zombie fingers were green, and so like I was
agreed.
excited that there was a couple different, like the caramel apple shake. I remember that came out 3 years ago and it continues to come back. I always get very excited
Yeah.
when I see it because I'm like, would you look at this nicely colored shake that I can eat? Like it's great. So
I can eat
anytime
that
there's
color
savory
dye.
food, anytime there's savory food, it's awesome for that reason.
Yes, I know. I love it. I feel like even some of the savory food this year, though, they added like dye to, and I was like,
It's
oh,
a lot of places like it will always throw in flaming hot Cheetos for no reason. I,
yeah.
I don't know. I
I
went to
like
Art
flaming
Smith's.
hot Cheetos.
I went to Art Smith's the other day
I
and I
mean,
found out that I can't have their biscuits. So that was tragic. Yeah,
oh,
Ooh.
that
the
is
biscuit
tragic.
had
Yeah.
died. The
That's
cheddar
really
cheese they
unfortunate.
used. I know.
They're so
Uh,
good.
it's some weird
Um,
stuff, but yeah. So, but the food, I'm excited to hear your reviews for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited to try them. And
Yeah.
we're not going to try all of them. We're not going crazy. We're just going to get like the super cute fun stuff.
Yeah.
We'll probably post a little bit of that to Niche too to be fun. But we're so excited to actually like try some of the food.
Yeah.
See Boo to You Parade. Obviously, that is our
Yes.
go-to all-time favorite. We'll probably watch it twice again this year, I would assume. We
I
watched it
bet.
twice last year because we were like, one was just not enough. We needed to watch it again. So I was like, let's do it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
the best
excited.
way.
I feel like we
Yeah.
actually did get, my big complaint that I've shared on this program many times is that Disneyland gets all the cool stuff and we get nothing. And it's really
Yeah.
aggravating when, like, you get one of those Disney foodie guides, right? The Disney Eats thing comes out, and you just, before you read the post, you're like, oh my God, look at all this cool stuff we're getting. And we're like, oh, never mind, that's Disneyland. Or,
It's
oh, never mind,
Disneyland.
that's Tokyo Disney. Oh, never mind, we don't get it. So,
Well,
like, this
just
time,
like they got the Hatbox Ghost popcorn bucket, and it's so
it's a
cool.
sipper, and yes, I know, and I'm mad at. That's another
Zipper,
story.
yes,
We could do
that's
a
what I
whole
meant.
podcast on the fact that I'm angry that Disneyland gets everything. But this time I was like, wow, we're actually they didn't just recycle stuff from the past couple years. There's actually new stuff in the foodie guide.
There's some new stuff,
Actually, new
yeah.
stuff.
And, it's not like Disneyland caliber stuff. Honestly, they still get the cooler stuff
Not.
and they get more of it. But it definitely was, in my mind, a step in the right direction. I was like, okay, we're actually getting
Yeah,
some new stuff, some cool stuff. We're getting the Sanderson sisters this year dressed up, the mini Daisy and Clarabelle, like dressed as the Pips,
finally.
finally.
Finally outside of the
Um,
cruises, yeah.
Cruise has it and
Well,
Disneyland has it.
Disneyland
Yeah.
had it last year for Oogie Boogie.
Oh
So,
yeah,
we're
that's
finally
true.
getting that. Powerline Max is back in some capacity. I remember reading. He's not like part of the parade. He's like there. He's like popping up all over the park to do something. So we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
Um,
So excited though. I can't
I
wait.
know. I can't
I'm ready
wait.
for Halloween
I want to go more than I'm
once.
going twice, but I want to go more than that. Honestly, remember
Right now I'm only going once,
before
but
the
I want to go again.
yeah before the pandemic. Remember they released that season pass.
Multiple nights, yeah.
Yeah, so like on the first night of the party, they were like, you could buy a season pass and you can come as much as you want. Now that I'm a local, I need them to do that again.
Yep, me too. I would buy that. I
I
really
would
would.
consider going to Mickey's Not So Scary if they sold that. Because for me, I
Yeah.
just like I haven't been since 2019. I don't tend to go. Just the price is not worth it for me, and Disneyland.
Oh,
Like
I
I
had to
feel
buy
like we don't
tickets
do
for
that.
my
But
family of
like you
four.
were
Believe
saying,
me, I
like
know. It's
yeah, and then
Yeah.
the one last time I did go, the wait for Jack and Sally was 4 hours, so I didn't get to do it. It was granted it was pre-pandemic, so it was
Yeah.
still pretty amazing, but I just felt like I I didn't get to do everything I wanted to, and I was there for early entry. I was
Yeah.
there, so like for me, I keep skipping it for that reason.
yeah,
Horror Nights is $79 compared to 30.
yeah.
It's just cheaper.
It's a better,
But I
better
do
buy.
want to go back really badly, and I think if they said like, "Oh,
Yeah.
here's this pass for 300 instead," I would probably go for that because then I would feel like
Yeah.
I could continue to
Yeah.
go and actually like
Right. You
see
could do a little
everything.
bit each night and then get the whole
Like see
experience.
every
Yeah,
because
I
I stayed.
agree.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got home at 3 a.m. Like I stayed till close. I did, you know what I mean? Like I waited for the late parade. Like I researched how to do this. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
still could not do everything. So like, I would
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
to
you
see that come
definitely
back.
can't. Especially if you're gonna I know the Seven Dwarves are back this year, and I mean the
I
line
know.
for that alone is like a couple hours. So that's something Jesse and
Yep.
I too were gonna have to kind of talk about how we
Splitting.
go about even getting footage of that, because there's so much going on in that party. Like you just can't wait 3 hours. The party's 4 or 5 hours. Like you can't wait three
It's not a
hours
long time.
No.
No.
for one
And that's the
thing.
thing, like characters, yes, I do think characters are important, but for me, like I go to the party to watch the parade and to watch the fireworks. Like the entertainment is my go-to.
Yeah.
If I happen to get some fun food on the side, that's amazing. And merchandise, which we all love
Oh
merchandise.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna be waiting in the line for the merchandise, yes. But like this year they have like the purple Mickey's Not So Scary with like the little spider webs, and I'm excited because this was last
Yeah.
year's, their other one. And it's like the fun little tie-dye. So I'm really excited for the new fun merchandise that they're gonna do. I like their theming this year.
Mm.
Some of it's a little off, but some of it I really like. So I'm kind of like half and half. But their Mickey's Not So Scary stuff looks really really cute.
Yeah.
So
That's
So
I can't
I'm
wait for
definitely
that
half
too.
and half. I don't love a lot of it.
Yeah, I don't like the pink. I'm not a pink Halloween person, and
I
I know some people are. Yeah, like some people absolutely love it. Yeah,
I'm
and
not.
it's
Yeah.
very cute. I saw it in person. I was like, oh, this is cute, but it's not for me. It's not something I would buy.
Yeah. I
And then they
think some
have
of
like
the
this year they
animation
have the little.
style stuff was weird.
Yeah, this year they have like the pumpkin with the flames in his eyes, and I prefer like the silly
Same.
pumpkins. I also loved the ghost. Oh, here I have a candle of him on my desk. The
Oh, I
ghost
bought
from last year. I'm like obsessed with.
I bought the hat that
I
matches
love.
the bat ghost that they
Yeah, I
have
have
this
that
I
year.
have
hat.
I have the
I
hat
bought the bat
too.
ghost
And
hat
like
this year.
he was so cute, so silly. So like sometimes I really like am obsessed with their stuff and then other times it's like it's okay.
Hmm.
I always
But
have
like
like Halloween regret because so for instance like
Yeah, that's cute.
my old
I
my
love that.
old mug,
Like I
yeah.
feel like now that I'm
Right?
like a more adult, I'm in like a more decent place financially. I love that. Where like I could buy some
Yeah.
more Halloween stuff, but now I have Halloween regret because the last 2 years, like last year, that was the main part of the collection I did like was the ghost with the hat.
Yep.
I
The
have
ghost.
Yeah.
the pillow. I was obsessed. But the rest of the
Yep.
collection, I was still on the fence about. Not as much as this year. I don't like this year's even more. But pre-pandemic they made these ears and they were like, you know how the Mickey pumpkins that like that are out now have like the black ears, it like actually
Yeah.
looked like pumpkin, like it had like green like viney part, like it was like full
I
Mickey
remember
design.
those.
And I regret it so much. I regret not buying them, and I think about
Yeah.
it often because I'm like, I
Yeah.
let the
Good
I
to
opportunity
put
really
that
like
hat
the
away.
collection. Yeah.
I
This
let
year I
that
like the
get
collection
away.
with the Mickey.
Yes.
He's like this.
It's that,
Whatever
yeah. Yeah.
he's like scared or something.
But I will say,
But I really like
I
him.
know
He's
it must
cute.
be hard to continually be creative year after year. So they definitely, I'm
I
happy with
yeah.
my bat ghost. It's a bat ghost and it has a Mickey hat. It's out this year, and
So cute. And
I love it.
yes, I love it. I do like the Mickey and Minnie this year though. Like they're really cute with their little
Yeah,
like they
the
have like little
plushes
baddie
are
wings
cute.
and stuff.
Vampire baddie.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
cute.
they're cute.
Yeah, I like them.
It's
But
like
yeah,
not
again,
my, it's not my favorite collection, but it's definitely it's cute.
but have you seen the Mickey's Not So Scary collection?
I have not. So now I want to
Okay.
I want to take a look.
You have to look. It's really, really cute.
'Cause
It's
I like
all
purple.
like I
Purple's
said,
my favorite.
the spirit jersey is like a dark purple, and it has like Mickey with his little costume, and then it's like spider webs with little Mickey heads in it.
Yeah, I'm
that
gonna
is
get
cute.
that. I hope they have
It's real
ears
cute.
this year, and I hope they're out on the first day because they didn't come out until the third party last year, and I
Lord,
had
I
to take my
remember.
receipt because I think I was at the second party last year, not the first, and I had to like take my receipt like back to the Emporium, and I was like, I was here, and here's my ticket, and here's the proof I was here, and I know you have the ears, and can you please sell them to me because you didn't have them, and I'm like
They also
begging at
came
the
out
counter.
in the morning. They came out like in the
Yeah.
morning. Like for some reason they came out like during the day, randomly last year, not during a party.
No, I
So
think they
that's
did
why.
come out late. They came out like mid party because I was there during the day and they
Okay, because I
weren't
was like, I
there.
remember people having them in the morning, but
Yeah, I
that's
think it was the
why.
So
people
weird.
that got them the night before and then like brought them in the next day for pictures because that's how I saw them. And I was like, well, wait a minute,
Yeah.
I was there yesterday and I didn't get them. And I was at the party, like, and I was there during the day, like, and I didn't see them. And y'all know, I find
Yeah,
I have like a honing beacon that goes out and
I
then
literally have two more pairs of ears sitting next to me for
Oh,
you.
God.
So
yeah. And Yolanda has a pair for me too.
yeah.
yeah.
I'm not kidding. At any given time, there's like at least a handful of people that have procured ears for me in this world.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's the truth. Because I just don't want to risk them selling out sometimes. So it's like, I'll know I'll get there, but I don't know if I'm going to get there in time. And then what if I don't get those ears?
Yeah.
Then I just don't have them?
Then
Unacceptable.
you just.
So,
I don't
I
know.
think if Disney's listening, I would love to see Mickey ghost ears. That would be like the hands of
yeah.
those little ghosts. I would love. I don't know if y'all are
Yes.
listening. You made the Jack
Well,
Skellington head.
Tokyo
So
released ones like that.
Yeah, Tokyo has ones like that.
well, maybe
The
they'll have
Tokyo
them.
Ghosts this year. Oh my
Maybe they'll
god,
have them
they're
in
so
April or
cute.
May. Maybe they'll
God, I hope
start.
so.
Probably not.
You're gonna be. You need to bring an extra suitcase. I don't know if you realize
I think
this.
we're
I
gonna
know.
buy a suitcase like suitcases when we're there. Like we're gonna our goal is
Yeah.
to pack in backpacks somehow for 2 weeks. I don't know how. I'm gonna rewear a lot of clothes, and then
Ooh.
I
Yes,
did
for
it when
those
I
of you
went
that
to
don't
when I
know,
went.
Yolanda is going to Tokyo Disney or Tokyo, Japan for her honeymoon, and she's stopping in Tokyo Disney. And Jessie and I are already making lists of all the things that she needs to bring back for us.
And I also want like a ton of things, so
Like
I'm
it's gonna
excited.
be
So
dangerous.
bad.
Like I don't even
Yeah.
know. I don't even.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna like we'll pay for your extra luggage. We're gonna have to because
Yeah.
like
Absolutely. We will happily chip in.
Yeah.
Be like, Yolanda, how much do you need? Okay, great. Here you go.
how much for that oversized bag? Here you go, friend.
That kind of happened when I went to Disneyland Paris. They sold like okay, you know how Victoria's Secret here, for anyone who's going to the international parks. I did the same thing. I backpacked Europe with a duffel bag, and that was a mistake. Use a backpack, not a duffel bag. It'll hurt your shoulders. It was killing me.
Yeah.
But I backpacked Europe with a duffel bag, and then Disneyland Paris, like Victoria's Secret, said if you spend $75, you can get this massive tote bag. And so I did that because I think I spent like $400 in the gift store because I had a lot that needed to come home
YOLO.
with me. And the funny thing is it was all for other people. I have one thing in my house from Disneyland Paris. It's a spoon holder for the kitchen. Okay, all of that
One
was just for
thing.
friends and family. I have a spoon holder from Disneyland Paris. That's it, and pictures.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't even buy ears for myself. I didn't even buy shirts for. I bought a shirt for my ex-boyfriend. I bought and that was $80. Like I was so kind to other people and got myself a
Hell
spoon
no.
holder. Very ick. But so that's the plan. I'm hoping. Either way, I'm gonna buy a suitcase, but I am hoping that Disneyland Tokyo has some kind of tote special going on.
I'm sure they will
So I
because
can-
we have the tote special too sometimes.
I'm
so.
sure.
Yeah, so I can Santa Claus myself out of the park. You know.
Oh my god.
That was like when
that's
Jessie and I
the-
were getting off the dream back in what was it, March or February? When I
Yeah.
tell
February.
you, it was comical watching us. We just had like our suitcases and then like the bags, bags on bags on bags.
It was so
We
bad.
could not get
People were like,
doorways. We each had to take the elevator at like a time because like we could not get in the elevators with all our stuff. We were like our bags were falling over trying to get to the car. I mean,
I have a picture.
Oh my God.
I should post that to stories.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
it was
I love
comical
that.
because we just went like crazy on the dream. Like, and then we were not good with each other. Like, she bought the Spirit jersey, and then I was like, well, I think I need the Spirit jersey. I think I need that. And then I would buy something, and
If
she's
you're
like, well,
gonna
maybe
own
I
it.
need that. Should I get that too?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, obviously you should get that too. So like we kept bouncing off each other. So like
Horrible.
we just wound up with. I mean, there's footage of me like just literally like with the cruise ears, like pair after pair after pair, like just yes.
So
these
much.
are all the things that I'm buying
I
today.
need them
And it was
all.
getting off of that boat. I still don't know how we did it. I don't know how we did it. I don't know.
We did
We
it,
did
but
it.
it was a
They
struggle.
didn't grease up our sides and push us through the door when we did it.
Dude, that would have been so funny. That's all. That's also like that's kind of how I feel if you do go to Not So Scary with kids. If you go with kids, you can get physically so much candy that you like.
Oh, I
You
know.
can
Oh
get
yeah,
Not So
they like
Scary. I
drop
will
it
say
like
that.
2
Listen, it's
hands.
a deal in terms of the amount of candy. So if you're going to buy merch at Not So Scary and you're going with your family, like the candy bags can get heavy. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Because
I
it's
wind up having to toss candy every
no.
year because we just get so much
it's a lot.
Yeah.
candy. It's like you can never
Yeah.
eat it all. You can't. I'm not letting my young children
No.
eat 4 pounds of candy. So
No.
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 Well, all right.
And
So
like
we've
Right,
covered
Yolanda,
Mickey's
tell
Not So
us.
Scary. Some
Yeah.
things we're excited about for Not So Scary, and like Jesse was saying, we'll be there. We'll
Most
try to
things.
put some stuff in our stories that night, and just I'll be there again, and
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
your fingers crossed for some sort of season pass because then we can all just keep going, and that would be
I
amazing.
wish.
I would love
Um,
that.
Yolanda, you mentioned horror nights, and that's something that I think
Yes.
Jesse and I don't do.
I will be going.
The last time I went, I was in high school and I cried and I hid in a gift
Oh,
shop.
poor baby.
Okay, so same. My life was changed 2 years ago, and now I go back. But yeah, I
Please
went
tell
in
me your way because I
2000.
have not. I
I
have
went
not
in
been in 10
2013
years.
or 14 for the no. I would have been in high school. I graduated high school in 2012. Oh my god! So the first time I went to Horror Nights was probably 2010, and it was they had an alien house where things dropped from above you, and I went with my sister and her ex, and I went in a single house, and then didn't do any more houses. That was it. I was trying to get to rides, but I kept getting scared going through parks. Oh my god, Kat.
Someone take a picture of that so we can
I-
put it in stories because my
I
goodness.
can't believe that he's just basically the cat is just
cat
absolutely
is
passed out right now in the
Rolled
background
out
of
in a
Jessie.
position like you would never.
That is funny.
Oh,
So I
we should
went,
have
It
a
looks
story.
over and
It's
he's
so
like
cute.
off on the.
and then I didn't go back ever because I was just like, yeah. So this was like far too. It was too much. I was too scared. And at the time, I wasn't really like a horror movie fan. But then through high school, I did become more of a fan of horror movies. So then there was a Beetlejuice house in 2020 when Horror Nights came back after the pandemic, and I love Beetlejuice. So I was like, well,
Me too.
Me
gotta
too.
gotta go. And I got really lucky because in 2020 they had like plastic screens, so you couldn't. It was still scary, but you could see the screen, so you knew exactly where they were going to scare you. But I
That's
ended
when
up
I
doing,
should have gone.
it was
Yeah.
amazing. It was amazing because I knew
I
it.
should have
So
gone.
this year will definitely be different. But I went in every single house that year, and pretty much like we did Beetlejuice first because it was still scary, but it was more upbeat scary, and so it did kind of like rip off the Band-Aid a little bit. But if you do stay, just approach if you are going to Horror Nights and you work weird schedules. We always went on like a weekday, so we went a couple times that year on Wednesdays. Wednesdays in September, like I said, the tickets are literally $79 plus you get annual pass discount. So it's cheap, and it still stays open till 2 a.m. And I think by 12:30, all the house lines except Haunting of Hill House and Beetlejuice were 5-10 minutes because most people work
Wow.
the next day at 9
Yeah.
a.m. So me and David don't.
Yeah.
We work at 3 or 4 p.m. So the house lines were empty. The food amazing. Like the food there is so flavorful, so good. There's also adult beverages, which my jam. So thrilled. But I think I only had 2 beers that night because I wanted to go in every house.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I would say like the difference is if you are just scared in general, if anything, going for like the set design. If you think you can get through the scares, the set design in some of these houses is absolutely
Amazing.
insane. And the fact
mean,
that they built
honestly,
these
like,
out,
Yeah. The
Crazy.
sets, the makeup, and the food. Like, I want to go just to
Yeah.
see, like, because I've seen pictures and I've seen videos, and it looks stunning. And like the way
Yeah.
they do the hair, the makeup, like I'm so amused by all that
Yeah, me
stuff.
too.
And then again, like you said, the set designs and the
It's
food. Like
crazy.
we
You could
fell
always go
off.
when it is cheaper if you ever make a Universal friend that can get you in. The scare zones in the street are not bad at all because you can kind of see everyone.
Yeah.
So they they'll like lunge at you a little bit, but you can see. So it's a lot less scary, the street zones. The houses, The house is the one saving grace is they do move you through pretty quick, and you're in a constant line of people, so you're really never alone. You're in like a big line. But this year they are doing The Last of Us, the video game version, not the HBO version. I think a lot of people think it's going to be the HBO version. It's not. And then Stranger Things, but specifically Stranger Things season 4 house, which
See, I would love to see
okay,
that.
if you watch Stranger Things
I
season
know.
4, season 4 was it was
It's so
absolute
good.
art. It was a masterpiece.
So
was.
cool.
I can't wait to see it brought to life, and they also have a Dungeons and Dragons house or scare zone this year. Not Dungeons and Dragons, the Dragon Challenge,
Dueling
the old
Dragons.
ride.
Dueling Dragons.
Dueling Dragons, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
been
have
so
things
good.
popping out and scaring me. Like, that's what I just can't
It's
handle.
horrifying.
That's my problem too. I know.
But it also
I
is
love
really cool
horror
because
movies.
Yeah, I
but-
like horror
They
movies.
still
I can
have,
watch them from the comfort of my couch, but like
really?
I cannot have something jumping out at me. Can't do it.
I get it. But
So-
I'm still So I'm most
I'm gonna
excited for
try,
that.
but
It's sad because, like I said, I really love Disney Halloween. I had a lot of fun when I went. It's just for me the pricing is just not too worth it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was able to do everything. There's no character really meet and greets at Horror Nights, and I was able to do everything I wanted at Horror Nights in a single night. I did get there. They let annual pass holders in like an hour early, so I did get there early. If you're already in the park, they have like reserved areas for you, so you can wait in one of those areas, and they release you, and you kind of miss the crowds like at the front. So that's really helpful. And then, like I said, we did stay until 2 a.m. But I did every single house. I ate every piece of food I wanted to do. I still rode Gringotts because they have Gringotts open. So it just time wise, I can't speak for how Halloween Horror Nights is in October. I can't speak to that. I'm assuming it's crazy busy on
Probably
Saturdays
busy.
as well.
Yeah.
I've heard the house waits get up to like 5 hours, so I'm not gonna say that it's always like that. But if you can go, like I said, on a weekday during the early
a
parts of the year,
weekday.
if you live here,
It's
definitely
the same
worth
for
it to
Mickey's Not
explore,
So
but-
Scary. Weekday.
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
and
weekday.
not so scary too. It's limited
Yeah.
capacity, so like yes, your ride lines are still gonna be slower, but like they said, like there's some characters and some like the first parade people line up like there's 2 parades, but the first one people line up an hour before for. And it's just a matter of picking and
least.
choosing where you want to
Yeah.
put your time. But
Yeah.
I think either way, I love how many offerings there are in Orlando. We didn't even talk about SeaWorld does Howl-O-Scream as well.
Yeah, and they do the kids version. So cute.
Yeah. Legoland does Brick or Treat if you are willing to drive like an hour and a half. They have all their like still walkers and their characters dressed up. My friend just started there still walking, so yeah, there's lots of stuff in Central Florida to be enjoyed for Halloween, depending on your scare level, for sure.
There is. I'm so excited. Like this is my favorite time of year, and I can't wait for like all the things to start opening. Like, and they start this week.
I know.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Well,
So excited.
before we go, we're gonna refresh your memory.
Yes.
First, we have our Figment, and Yolanda's wearing the shirt. Candy bucket design.
McDonald's.
This one
McDonald's
is available
popcorn
now.
bucket.
Yeah, it looks like one of the
Basically.
McDonald's Boo Buckets or whatever they're called, but it's Figment, and we absolutely love this little crossover design. So cute. There's like a
He's
little
so
hidden
cute.
Mickey in it, and we love it. And it's available in the store now. We just have the sticker and the T-shirts in the store now, but once we get all of the Halloween stuff lifted, we're hoping to have the magnet and the pin. For
Yeah.
sure, those two, and then maybe even some extra stuff. We're still kind of playing around with like what you guys want to see him as and what we want to, kind of do. So like we're kind of weighing our options there. So if you definitely, that's another thing. If you have like, if you need him as a temporary tattoo, like tell us so we
Let
kind
us
of can
know.
start to be like, okay, this
Yeah.
is what people want,
Engage
and
it.
we can order that because. We run polls, but sometimes it's like hard to do what we want to do and then what you guys want to do. And then, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to show some of our. I'm going to say
Halloween
my
designs.
Describe them verbally too.
Yes. So we have
People aren't
da-da-da-da. It says "Boo
Boo
to you," and it has the shovel, from the parade with the sparks from the grave diggers. It's absolutely adorable. This one was all Yolanda's idea, and our amazing artist Monroe brought it to life, and it's so cute. And you can see the street in the back with the tracks, and it's
I
the
love
cutest
it.
thing in the
I love
sparks.
it. Mainly just because I cannot wait to own this design, so I'm excited.
I
I
know.
know.
I love it. So the same thing. This will definitely be on a shirt and on a sticker, and then we're still kind of trying to decide what else. Probably definitely a magnet too, and then everything else. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see.
definitely so adorable. And if you love the Boutique Parade, I mean, come on, look at the shovel. Look at it.
Boo boo to you. Boo.
I love it. And then this one
Hee hee
is
hee
one of
hee.
my favorites. It's
I love
Mr.
it.
Toad but he's dressed as the devil or the little demon from the ride. You know, if you guys have been on the ride in Disneyland,
So cute.
at the end you wind up in hell, which is a little dark for a Disney ride, but hey.
But yes, Mr. Toad in the devil outfit.
Da, da, da. So we love this one because we're big Mr. Toad fans, and we definitely want, tell us too, because we have a lot of Mr. Toad ideas, but we don't always know if they're going
Yeah.
to be popular
Weird,
with you guys.
yeah.
Because remember, we've all been to Disneyland, and I mean, I remember riding it in Disney World, and so we have a lot of ideas. So if you have a Mr. Toad idea, please let us know. Like, email us or put it in the suggestion box on the site, because we have a lot of ideas, but we want to see if it crosses over with what you guys are interested in, because
Yeah.
Yes.
we love him and we want him to be everywhere. So, okay, and this is probably my favorite. I know it's Jessie's favorite.
My favorite.
So this is, if you
God, I
remember
love
the
it so
old
much.
cartoon short from back in the day, The Lonesome Ghosts, it's one of my favorites. I watch it with my family every Halloween. They're
Mine
in
too.
a ride vehicle, a Tower of Terror ride vehicle with the cables cut, and they're crashing down, and it's absolutely adorable. I showed this one to my friend
so good.
Haley over at the Enchanted Esquire. If you guys follow her on Instagram, she's done a giveaway with us before. She's amazing. I
Yeah.
saw her in Epcot a couple weeks ago, and I gave her a sneak peek of some of these designs, and she saw this one, and she like gasped. She was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Because this is one of her favorite
I'm
cartoons too,
obsessed.
and we love her so. But yeah,
I think either way, like
My
even if you
favorite.
aren't aware of the cartoon, it's still like ghosts in the Tower of Terror. It's still cute. You know
Yeah.
what I
It's
mean?
still
So
cute.
Ugh.
like
But
it's
if you're
still
not a lonesome ghost person, like you need to go look that up.
Yeah.
It's on Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
it's on Disney Plus. It's super cute.
It's amazing.
We love it. We have 2 more Halloween designs coming. They're not quite ready yet. We're still working on one, and then another one. We're still brainstorming kind of how we want it to happen. But lucky for us, Halloween
Yes.
season for us anyway starts in October. I'm sorry, August, and ends
August.
literally like
August.
kind
So
of on Halloween. So
November.
we have plenty of time. So we're definitely going to get these 3 out to you guys as soon as we possibly can. And then we're going to just kind of
Yes.
work on the other ones, getting them out. Probably end of August, September is probably what the timeline is.
yeah, beginning of September.
Definitely.
Also, if you're like me, I think one thing like we were really intentional about is I carry a pumpkin purse all year, so I am just year-round spooky. But we made sure to
Same.
make a lot of our designs as year-round enjoyable as possible. So if you are a Mr. Toad person, you know that's it's taken straight from the ride. You can still wear that. Like nothing
Yeah.
straight out says Happy Halloween on it. The Boo to You would be maybe like the closest one, but
Yes.
just in case you're just someone who's like a spooky girl year-round, you can
Just want to be spooky.
proudly
and weird.
don a shirt
That's all
with
of
the
us.
Lonesome Ghosts. You know what I mean?
That's where we're at.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited that I can wear the Lonesome Ghost shirt like in March without people being like, oh, that says Halloween, because like I'll still
Yeah, I agree. Jesse and I were even like, do we get this tattooed on our bodies? Like, how do we keep
Yeah.
this on us at all times? So,
yeah.
Right.
yeah.
I would love that as a tattoo. Like that would be amazing.
Jesse and I are definitely
would
going
be
to go and get a 2-for-1 special on that one.
I'm really, really highly considering
Same.
it. Being like, I'm so sorry. I know you're an artist, but I would like this piece. Thank you so much.
I've done that too. I'm like, I love your artistic ability. If you could just put this on my body, thank you so much. Well,
Exactly.
that's what we got for you
essentially
today, guys.
what I'm gonna do.
Thank you
Yes.
so much for listening. We'll be back next week with another episode. We really appreciate you guys so much for listening. We do the show for you. All of our designs are for you, and we hope that you love them because
Yep.
we certainly love you guys so much. So thank you so much for
Yes.
listening. We'll see you next time.
Thank you
Bye.
guys. Bye.